Warning. Channel Robozoid contains adult language, adult content, strong opinions, and verbal brutality. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why is Yona Schimmel still... Oops, hold on a sec. Oop. Why is Yona Schimmel still on television? Why is this asshole still on ABC? For the same question I might ask about the spew. Yeah, why is that still on ABC? I mean, Disney owns ABC. Do they just not have the guts to get rid of these people? Because Disney is so far left that they hate Trump as much as the spew and Yona Schimmel do? Yona goes on television, makes some disparaging remarks about Trump being on Epstein Island, which he never was, at least not after 1998. And of course, he had not met Melania until 1998. So, of course, Melania is upset about this, and rightly so, because Yona Schimmel is the biggest jack-off ever. I am the Robozoid, your semi-likable, occasionally tolerable, and very pissed-off curmudgeon of the Rumble and YouTube airwaves. And the reason why I'm so pissed off, Yona Schimmel has not yet been fired from ABC. So let's get into his pathetic little monologue, and Melania Trump's reaction will follow. But first, take a look at this nonsense.
Melania made an appearance at the First Lady's Luncheon today. This is an annual event held at the Washington Hilton where the First Lady gives a speech and sometimes gets a gift.
Mrs. Trump, it is a true honor to have you with us today. We are delighted to present a special gift, and it's on the other side, and if you can see it, it's a painting. We're going to unveil it. Here we go.
Tasteless. Awful.
Realistic. It's almost like you're on the plane with them. Melania will also be joining her husband back at the Hilton on Saturday
asshole.
for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Now, this is usually a fun, lighthearted event, but there's a report that said Trump is planning to use his time on stage to launch an attack on the media outlets he doesn't like. So it will be a rare opportunity.
Yeah, like you bastard.
Express his displeasure with the press. But Trump promised that this is going to be the greatest, hottest, and most spectacular dinner of any kind ever. The only thing hotter than this dinner are his diapers on the golf course.
And that's supposed to be funny. It's not making me laugh.
This is a charity event, but it also is an awards dinner for journalists. And this is funny. The Wall Street Journal is getting an award for publishing that erotic birthday card they say Trump sent Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th, which is a real conundrum for the president because according to the Journal, technically he wrote that card, which means that award should partly go to him. You know, it's the one time he actually deserves to win something, and he's going home empty-handed. But the Daily Beast...
You are such a jack-off.
The media and leave a mic drop moment, which I think would be
drop the mic on your head, you bastard, you.
Going to the Correspondents' Dinner as president, but he doesn't have to worry about being made fun of because the event isn't being hosted by a comedian this year. They hired a mentalist named Oz, who, by the way, will be on our show Monday to provide the entertainment instead, which breaks with many years of tradition. At the Correspondents' Dinner, typically someone funny shows up and roasts the luminaries and the president and everyone, but our president is a delicate snowflake.
It's not that Trump doesn't have a sense of humor. It's just that you people have a sense of hatred.
There's going to be no comedian this year, so I thought, why not take a page from the Kid Rock alternative halftime show and do some of the jokes a comedian might do if our president wasn't a trembling drama queen.
It isn't that President Trump is scared of comedy. And it's not that he's a drama queen or a snowflake like you make him out to be, Yona Schimmel. It's because you don't know what humor is. You never knew what humor was. You have no sense of humor. You only have a sense of hatred, like the rest of the vermin on the left, like those bitches on the spew, or any other failed stand-up comic who now has to host a talk show because, let's be honest, you don't have a real audience anymore. And I don't even know why you're doing this show by yourself, because that's all you've ever been, Yona Schimmel, is second fiddle, playing second fiddle to somebody else. whether it be Ben Stein or whether it be Adam Carolla. I mean, you got off basically watching a bunch of bikini-clad women jump around on trampolines while you got wasted. And of course, Adam Carolla went in the right direction. You just went in the wrong direction, schmuck. Of course, it gets even dumber from there. I mean, just take a look at this bit that Yona Schimmel so cleverly created.
And make it a big one, will you?
Live from the Trump Kimmel Center in Washington, D.C., it's the All-American White House Correspondents' Dinner. Here's your host for the night, Jimmy Kimmel.
This is supposed to be a comedy sketch?
Welcome to the 2026 White House Correspondents' Dinner. Look at you all dressed up in formal wear, dresses, tuxedos. I haven't seen this much black since every page of the Trump Epstein files.
Oh, God, are you pathetic?
And I'm happy you decided to stay, Mr. President. And don't worry, if we bruise your ego, it'll only make your hands look less disgusting. Now, the president didn't want me to tell any jokes about him tonight, but he also didn't want to pay me $130,000 to shut up. So here we are.
Why don't you shut up, asshole?
Ice, baby, ice. By the way, in the unfortunate event that our president has a medical emergency tonight, do we have a doctor in the house? Do we have...
This is bad comedy.
How is that clever satire? How is that funny? Seems more like cheap shotting to me. Just cheap shots for cheap laughs. That's all it is. And that's all Yona Schimmel's stupid show has ever been. Nothing more than cheap shots for cheap laughs at decent people. I mean, this guy, remember he actually he took a few cheap shots at Senator Mullen when basically he said, oh, well, he was just a plumber. Yeah, what a monumental insult to those who are working class, who actually can do more with their lives and rise up to become something better than they've always dreamed of being. You know, what a monumental insult. Yona Schimmel, of course, he never could do anything on his own. He always played second fiddle either to Ben Stein or Adam Carolla, watching girlies jump bikini-clad on trampolines. But you know what? He couldn't do anything on his own. I'm sure he didn't even write that bit on his own. I'm sure he had some comedy writers, alleged comedy writers, do it for him. In any case, well, lastly, I wanted to play this clip here of Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, basically speaking on behalf of Melania Trump when she says this. Take a look.
Pointed out this morning, just 2 days prior to the shooting, ABC's late night host Jimmy Kimmel disgustingly called First Lady Melania Trump an expectant widow. Who in their right minds says a wife would be glowing over the potential murder of her beloved husband? And having experienced what I did with the First Lady on Saturday night, I can tell you that she was anything but that. This kind of rhetoric about the president, the First Lady, and his supporters is completely deranged, and it's unbelievable that the American people are consuming it night after night after night. As President Trump said on Saturday night at this podium, we as Americans must recommit ourselves to resolving our differences peacefully and uniting around the shared values that make our country great.
There, you heard it. Yona Schimmel is a cheap shot artist. He's a bullshit artist, and he should be rightfully removed from ABC and taken off television forever, damn it. Because there's no place for this kind of nonsense. And the same thing applies to those stupid harridans on the spew. This has been the Robozoid saying, I hope you have enjoyed this video for what it's worth. And of course, remember to like, subscribe, and above all else, remember that wokeness is weakness, something Yona Schimmel is never going to learn in 1,000 years. And just remember, cheap shotting like this has no place on television. It is not clever satire. It is not comedy. It is disgusting venom. That's all it is. Be here or be absolutely nowhere else where Yona Schimmel is likely headed. Nowhere else.